Have you heard about this? The genealogical company Ancestry has launched legal action against the National Records of Scotland in an effort to acquire more than 400 years of Scottish genealogical records. Now, the National Records of Scotland, or NRS, is pushing back. They have stated that if this deal goes through, it will be a financial catastrophe for their organization. So right now, the two companies are basically at loggerheads over who should have access to these records. Recently, a tribunal ruled that the NRS does have a legal responsibility to make these records available to the public, at which the NRS replied, well, we've already done that. They have digitized their records and they are available to the public through their own website, scotlandspeople.org. On their site, users can purchase credits, where then those credits can be used to then purchase individual records. So this pay-per-view model essentially works out to about $2 for a birth, marriage, or death record. The annual revenue that the National Records of Scotland earns from their website equals about £3.7 million, or the equivalent of almost $5 million US. And then those funds are directly funneled back into the archive, where they pay for additional record acquisition, staffing, and future preservation. In comparison, Ancestry's model is based on a monthly subscription. So if they are to access these records, then anyone who has an Ancestry subscription will have full access. And to be honest, as a professional genealogist who specializes in Scottish research, having full access is enticing. I access a lot of Scottish records, and it would definitely save me money. However, I also think we need to look at the big picture here and realize this issue is not just about dollars and cents. Also, looking at this objectively, if Ancestry wins this deal, they aren't just providing these records for free to the public. These records will then become just behind their paywall as well. This is not a slam against Ancestry. I love Ancestry. I use it almost daily, and I appreciate the records and the tools on their site, absolutely. However, in this case, I have to side with the National Records of Scotland. For Ancestry, this is about growth, and it's not even a make it or break it deal for them. They are flourishing. They are doing wonderfully well. But for the NRS, this is about survival. If they lose these funds, we risk the preservation of Scotland's records altogether. And that's a much bigger risk than what we pay for individual records today. Yes, we live in a digital age, and convenience is a priority. I get it. It is for me too. However, physical records and physical archives are still vital. While access is important, preservation is essential. So, what do you think? Who do you think is right in this case? And who do you think has the right to these records? I would love to know your opinions. Just drop them in the comments.